Shabbat Shalom and greetings to you all. Boy, it just seems like suddenly we go from one holiday to another. A cool collection of secular and religious celebration. Now this week marks Shavuot, one of the three gathering festivals, the holiday that comes at the end of 7 weeks, hence Shavuot, 7. During those 7 weeks we counted the mystical Omer. It's a type of grain, but these days almost nobody knows what it is or why we actually count it. But as they said in Fiddler, it's tradition. Now, it is a wonderful holiday that commemorates the giving of the Ten Commandments, the great Sinai Epiphany, your personal instructions on how to honor God and how to live life. These were not new. They've been given before. Different cultures, different times, different ways. It was how man was always meant to live by. So enjoy and remember these 10 little rules for life, the ones that Moses brought down. He brought 10 little rules to live by, 10 little rules to know, 10 simple ways to make your life each day, 10 little ways to reap what you sow, 10 ways to be a brother, 10 ways to be a friend, 10 ways to see how life ought to be, 10 ways to get where you need be in the end. Go down Moses, down to Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go, 'cause you're walking with the Lord hand in hand. And when we live by those rules, my friends, we are walking with the Lord hand in hand. And it was great seeing my dear old friend Howard the other night. And I do not mean old as in he is old. I mean old as in long-term, long time. He's a beautiful human being. Always was. He's a great educator, a great friend, always ready to help those in need, and a true inspiration to all those who've had the privilege of working with him and learning from him. He just doesn't know how good he really is. And my dear old friend France, and again I say old, but it's only in terms of I've known her a long time, had a recent birthday, and so I cannot resist this. When I get old, losing my hair many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I'd been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Any guess how old France happens to be? 64. And it's wonderful that we can celebrate the people in our lives who deserve celebrating, my friends. It lets them know that they have meaning in our lives. And nothing is better than letting people know that they have meaning in your life. Even if it's somebody who you think knows, call them and tell them how much they mean. So let's all come together as a community of like-minded, like-souled unifications of spirit, a collective consciousness of seekers in a showing of faith, of love, a community, a chavura, fellowship, expressing our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this community house of spirit of Beth Ruach. So once again, please do go ahead. Invite everybody, physically, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, to gather and share from Psalm 133, the Hine B'Tov. Come together right now and let those you know what they need. Hine B'Tov, Shabbat Hine B'Tov, Shabbat. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community, community, community together. And as a community, my friends, let us all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world. Remember, this is your sending out that goodwill that we all generate out to the universe where it will do some good. And as we send out goodwill and love, let's take a moment to invoke healing and renewal for everyone, everywhere. For everybody you know, and for the souls and spirits of everyone you know or knew. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just goodwill, or just uplifting of their souls. Focus on them, call their names. It's not just for people. It's for our pets. It's for the earth. It is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam. That's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. Our job is to help heal the world. And because this is one of the gathering festivals, it is the time when we honor those who have come before us, all of our family and our friends. And we elevate their souls by performing the Yizkor service. Yizkor, we remember. So light a candle and think of those you love and have loved. For Howie, for Kim, for Maddie and Bobby, for Ben and Jesse, for Clara, for Wilhelm, for Monty, for Devorah. And of course, renewal for all of you, because you need renewal too, my friends. It is the kindness, healing, wishes, goodwill, and love that we all send out. It circles the world, finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit. And spirit, my friends, never dies. Make our lives a blessing, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us sing. Amen. Mishaperach, let us all have our spirits renewed. Now this is the great prayer for healing, in which we call upon God to heal as he is healed before. Mishaperach, may he who blessed. Let's all heal as we pray for renewal and show gratitude for the wonders of our lives. Now this week we begin something new, my friends. We turn to Ba Midbar, in the wilderness, aka the Book of Numbers. Now that's a bad name. It's a name that comes from the census that opens and the census that closes this book. In Hebrew, it is in the wilderness or in the desert, and that is what this book is about. It's about our journey through the wilderness of life, the wilderness of our souls. Now, friends, most of us are still on that road. We're reading about a group that took 40 years to make an 11-day journey, none of whom will live to complete it. Some of us have spent lifetimes on that same road. You who were on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picks, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you will cry. So just look at them and sigh. And know they love you. And isn't that what we really want to do? We want to teach our children so that they can have better lives and be greater people than we were. Who doesn't want that for their kids? Well, the journey, my friends, as a literary theme, has been a recurring component of world literature, from the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known book, and the Odyssey, to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It reflects real experience. It is a ready metaphor for human lives, and it is a connector between the world of literature and the world of dreams, in which experiences of journeys are really quite common. The journey in literature can be the experience of an individual or a group. And in the book of Numbers, it is both. It is the people of Israel's journey from Sinai to the border of Canaan, from the site of the establishment of the covenant to the place where it is to be fulfilled. And it is Moses' journey from Mount Sinai to Mount Abiram, from the place where he has seen God to the place of his death. Now, you have to read the story of Numbers with a sense of what's pictured. Great mass of people, 603,550 adult males, plus the junior and elderly males and the females of all ages. An entire nation in movement, with a visible miracle, the column of cloud and fire, and miraculous feeding through manna, happening in their presence at all times, 24 hours a day, over a span of 40 years. It is the only age in the Bible in which miracle is a daily fact of life. There is an organization for travel, there's a hierarchy for community life, there's formal rituals of time, which is measured by Sabbath, holidays, new moons, and of space, marked by sacrifice, incense, vestments, the tabernacle. There is a destination anticipated in a future in which some of them will participate and some will not. The wilderness depiction conveys two quite different qualities. On the one hand, the wilderness years constitute a kind of ideal. People's life is orderly, protected, close to God. It's a period of incubation, of nurturing. All is provided: food, water, direction. The miraculous is the norm. At the same time, though, the wilderness is depicted as terrible. Conditions are bad. The environment is hostile. There's rebellion from within and fighting with peoples whom they encounter on the way. There are power struggles and there is fear. Numbers alone, among the books of the Hebrew Bible, recounts the story of a single generation of the nation, a nation in search of the bright side of the road. From the dark end of the street, the bright side of the road, we'll be lovers once again on the bright side of the road. Little darling, come with me. Help me share my load. From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. Into this life we're born. Maybe sometimes we don't know why. Time seems to be going so fast. In the twinkling of an eye. And isn't that what we also want, my friends? We all want to be on the bright side of the road. Now, the parsha begins with this huge census of everyone over 20 years old. And we are told, house by house, family by family, what the numbers of the people are. Numbers 146. And all the counts were 603,550. So here's that 600,000 men who stood and heard the voice of God at the great epiphany that we are celebrating. We spend almost the entire parsha revealing the numbers by house and by location around the tabernacle. And every one of these people will be dead. And the census we are reading will be thrown in the garbage so a new one can be done. All this pomp and ceremony for naught. So why go to all the trouble? Well, my friends, these people have a slave mentality. They are not the right group. Man was designed for peaceful coexistence. And the 10 laws of life were designed for people to be good to God, to themselves, and to other people, and to have no fear. These people with a slave mentality were inculcated in fear. so it wouldn't be for their generation. Yes, my friends, the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, and honor your freedom. Be well, be happy, and be blessed. Share and honor the light and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together. We celebrate each other. We love each other. We share this ride together, men and women equally. So let us send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. And please do learn to forgive and learn to love, including yourself. Open your hearts and honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey. We take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Now bless you all. Have a fantastic week. Week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles. Examine your intentions and use them to imprint your will on the universe. Remember, we set in motion all that happens in our lives. Our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect. Everything is linked. Now, as I've said, you always have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what is good and bad. So acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any other person you've wronged, and ask forgiveness. But do so with sincerity, with accountability, and vulnerability. Forgive those you've hurt as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate. The secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace, my friends, is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life just as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey. Keep on dreaming. Keep on being. Keep sharing. Keep shining. Keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill everywhere you go. Do not follow fear. Follow love. It's always in front of you. And remember to have faith, an unwavering adherence to principle, just as I have faith in the principle of love, and all of you. Act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none, defraud none, hate none, cherish all. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year. May you nurture kindness and love everywhere. Work to be present in the body. Expand your heart, quiet your mind, because the deepest source of real power, my friends, lies in consciousness and your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all circumstances. Make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform the lives around you. You are never alone. You're forever blessed and have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet, health, love, and renewal to everybody you come across. We're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless. So be generous. Bless others and bless yourself. Love with the heart. We're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear, forgiveness, not anger, and be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief, and do not accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel, others have felt. Whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together, we learn together, we help each other. We are each of us simply trying to find love and acceptance and support. We all have or could have that special someone in our lives. So find them. Tell them what they mean. And remember, you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. Watch your words. They hurt you, they heal you, they imprison you, and they do free you. Think about the people you need to forgive and those you need to ask forgiveness of, because forgiveness comes from acceptance, and that brings peace. And peace, my friends, will last forever. So enjoy the week. Continue to imprint your will on the universe. Go and read The Great Epiphany. It's only a few paragraphs long. Those 10 little rules for life. Get ready to honor Father. And remember, we are on a journey to go home. Two of us riding nowhere, spending someone's hard-earned day. You and me, Sunday driving, not arriving on our way. Back home, we're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. Well, we all are, aren't we? We're going home, and home, my friends, is where the heart is. Shabbat shalom, and blessings to you all, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.